Huh? Come on. Comedian George Mason. Good evening, everybody. Huh? Welcome, welcome, welcome. George Mason Show. Uh-huh. Uh. Love that beat. Mm-hmm. Yes. Welcome, huh? Ah, good night. Good evening. It's a good day here today. Wherever you at, I wish you all peace and blessings and good health. Yeah, you know what? And I just wanted to. I'm based out of New York. If you don't know, let's give New York City a round of applause. We're always in the news. Wherever you guys are at, I hope you're safe and that not too much drama is going on in your city, your town, your villa, wherever it's at. Country or whatever. Uh, Hopefully, we get some peace, some real peace. A lot of this crazy shit that's going on all over, man. Not just here in New York, but everywhere. It's just, is it a generational thing? It's just, people are frustrated, huh? People are sick and tired of being sick and tired. It's like that, But I wanted to talk about some things that I've seen on, other platforms, and it's just some stuff is I can't figure it out for the life of me. And but first of all, let's give a round of applause and a big up to the New York Knicks, huh? Knicks are those scrappy, scrappy New York Knicks. Yo, they're underhanded. They're hurt. They were tired the other night. They got blown out by Indiana, and they looked like they were done. They did. They looked like they had nothing in the tank left at all. And I mean, they've been playing their hearts out, under rated, underhanded. What am I talking? What am I, the words I'm looking for? Shorthanded. That's it. Because Julius Randle's been out, and Robertson went down, Brogdon. Uh, and they've only had like Jalen Brunson. I think he's the only starter, from day one that he's still in there, the original starter of the five cats that are out there. But these guys, man, that goes to great coaching staff, Tom Thibodeau. Yes, you have to give it up for him and his coaching staff. They did a hell of a job and are doing a hell of a job with them, man, because you got to know what you're doing. With personnel, matching up personnel and having the right player and that kind of thing. So he's making some really incredible calls. Tom Thibodeau, my hat is off to you, sir. And man, continue, doing a great job. And Jalen Brunson, yeah, he's getting it done. That cat has got he's got a handle, he's got game. I really have come to really appreciate and love and respect that guy's game. And the old school, the old Knicks are there. You got Marbury in the house, uh, John Starks, Ewing coming to watch the game. It's exciting, man. Now they brought some new excitement back to New York and basketball, and it feels good. Like it's fun watching them, man. I mean, the other day when Indianapolis, beat the hell out of them, but still, you kind of felt, a little bad for them or whatever, because you see that they were tired. You know that they're hurt. They're all beat up. OG went down. Abenobi, I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I know it. Wabeno, like from Star Trek. I don't want to, but yeah, he's a hell of a ball player himself. And, but yo, man, these guys are just gelling. Hart, uh, Dante, DiVincenzo, banging it out. McBride, they just getting it done, man. So, yeah, the New York Knickerbockers, okay? Look out for them. I love to see them get to the next round. They're up 3-2 now. They go to Indiana for Friday's game, and that should be a hell of a game because we have one in Indiana as well. But Indiana's no joke as well. They're a scrappy squad, and they're not trying to lose to any, especially New York. Especially knowing New York is hurt and tired and beat down. So they want to come, even it up and come back to the Big Apple with that. So it's going to be, good to see. I'm waiting for that. Looking forward to that. And yeah, today, what I wanted to do today's show, I got these different pioneers, if you will, from the old West and inventors and stuff. Because Black History Month is 28th, the coldest and shortest month of the year. So I wanted to, acknowledge great African pioneers and even like, yeah, we had cowboys. I never knew we had cowboys. Black cat, they don't talk about it. They learned that in school. I had black lawmen. We had, just even like that during slavery, right after slavery, which, I look at Harriet Tubman, what she did, her accomplishments, man, moving around and during that time, man, and, the slave chapter, you see Roots, you know what I'm talking about, how they hunt down the slave, man, this shit was brutal. It's brutal today. So how was it back then? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. But I want to acknowledge these. I designated 5. Uh, Let me get my pictures. First one is very distinguished. This is Thomas L. Jennings. This very distinguished man. He looks like, my uncle, my cousin, my brother, you know what I'm saying? So that's me right there. That's us. And that's what is, to me, always strikes a chord, a note. That's Thomas L. Jennings right there. And he was an African American inventor. He was the first uh, African inventor to receive a patent. Huh? Give it up for that. Alexa, who was Thomas L. Jennings?
Thomas L. Jennings was an African-American inventor, tradesman, entrepreneur, and abolitionist in New York City, New York.
Yes, thank you. And tradesman, entrepreneur, abolitionist. He was the first holder of a patent. He was born in 1791. You hear me? To a free African American family in New York. Thomas L. Jennings was a tailor who later opened a dry cleaning business in New York. He eventually opened his own store on Church Street, which became one of the largest clothing stores in New York. He developed a dry cleaning process called dry scorching. Yes. So, and he got a patent. He was the first patent holder, the first African American patent holder in history. Huh? And he was granted his patent in 1821 and his novel method of dry cleaning as Thomas L. Jennings. And the next inventor, well, not inventor, this out of all of that's Mary Pickett, Shotgun Mary. Huh? She ain't playing. My grandmother used to call those the britch loader, the shotgun, the double barrel. She looked like she means business. Like I said, and during that time, man, that's Mary. Alexa, who was Mary Fields?
Mary Fields, also known as Stagecoach Mary, was a mail carrier who became the first Black woman to be hired as a star route postwoman in the United States. She was also an American film actress who predominantly featured in supporting roles.
Wow. Stagecoach Mary. Again, like my aunt, my grandmother, my mother, it's just the resemblance goes deep. They always say they white people, we all look alike or whatever. And, you know, there is a strong resemblance to that. No question about that. and that's Stagecoach Mary. And the next one, we move right along. You have Cowboys and Stagecoach Mary, and this very distinguished looking man here, Bass Reeves. Could check him out. Uh, Alexa, who was Bass Reeves?
Bass Reeves was a runaway slave, gunfighter,
Hmm.
farmer, scout, tracker, railroad agent, and deputy U.S. Marshal. He spoke and understood the 5 civilized tribal languages including Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Seminole,
Wow.
and Creek.
Wow. That's a deep dude. Heavy. A runaway slave, gunfighter, a farmer, a scout, tracker, railroad agent, and deputy U.S. Marshals. He spoke and understood the 5 civilized tribal languages, as Alexa pointed out: Cherokee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, Seminole, and Creek. Wow. He was the first African American deputy U.S. Marshal west of the Mississippi. Incredible, man, during that time. And he had, to his credit, 3,000, 3 to 4,000 arrests. They said he was only killed 20, only. That shit stood out to me, but he covered a lot of territory, man. He was definitely like, and let's say the end, because that's who owned it. This is theirs, the Native Americans, the Indians and stuff. So, and they wasn't playing. They didn't really care because they were going through so much and whatever. But he held it down, and so he was the first U.S. African marshal. And can you imagine what he went through? Huh? Shit. So it's a hell of a thing. And this next brother I'm gonna bring up, he's a cowboy for real. That term cowboy. They white people used to call us boy and all that other stuff. So, that cowboy shit. I don't know if that was official, but everybody, But this is William Pickett, Bill Pickett, cowboy Bill Pickett. Alexa, who is William Pickett?
William D. Pickett is an author of at least 2 books.
Alexa, who was Cowboy William Pickett?
Cowboy William Pickett, also known as Bulldogging Bill, was a renowned rodeo performer in the Wild West. He is considered the originator of modern bulldogging, a rodeo event where a rider tries to hitch a horse to a steer.
Okay, that's him there. It's a picture there on his horse, and yeah, they don't give us props or never. I'd never heard about it in school. Cowboys, black African American cowboys, and but yeah. So I just wanted to acknowledge and make light of that in the show, that we were more than this entertainers and basketball players, football players, and listen, we're great at that as well. Uh, we got the industry on lock pretty much to some extent, but we were in other areas and other endeavors, man, throughout society. And this next brother I want to bring up, the last one for tonight, uh, Nat Love. Alexa, who was Cowboy Nat Love?
Cowboy Nat Love, who lived in the post-Civil War era, is regarded as one of the most famous figures of the Old West. He had a notable career as a cowboy and later wrote about his experiences. Despite being a real historical figure, not much is known about his personal life or the exact dates of his birth and death.
Alexa, was Nat Love born into slavery?
Yes, Nat Love was born into slavery in 1854 on Robert Love's plantation in Davidson County, Tennessee. His father was a slave and his mother was a mixed-race woman, possibly a slave or free woman. Love's family was separated during the slave trade, and he was sold several times before he was able to escape and join the Union Army during the Civil War.
Wow, incredible. Love. You can see with him, he looked like a Native American Indian. He had those features and stuff, his hair, but he's wearing that gear, that cowboy gear, so we were representing, back then as well. And hold it down. Like I said, I didn't know this stuff. And some of these, I give one of my producers that produced part of this segment, Dr. Mike Spinacles, called me and hey man, you need to check this out, Google this. But thank you, Doc, and I appreciate that because, like I said, a lot of this stuff I didn't know, and with these search engines now, we have so much technology and AI. I have Alexa and Alexa, thank you. She is on point. Alexa, thank you.
You are so very welcome.
Yeah, she is like my little assistant, handy. And yeah, so I wanted to acknowledge these great pioneers in African culture as well, and also, like I said, I see some of these platforms, and I want to point out, and so many Facebook beefs, people get behind the computer and they talk smack. And I guess because you're behind the computer and then, you feel safe or whatever, you know, talk, tough talk and whatever. But then I just want to say that if you're going to go to fight, like, that talk escalates a lot of time. If you go into a fight, you should know how to fight. I saw this girl, right? Her and her girlfriend was going to confront some beef that they had or whatever. And they get there. They talking about the girl on their way there. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. I'm gonna put the beats on her. She talking shit. It's like, yo, I'm sick of this and da 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 da. They get there. Girl gets out. She calls the girl out. Yo, I'm here, bitch. Come out now. What the fuck, where you at? And the girl looked good, her and her girlfriend, they was talking, and she had on this fly sweatsuit, Fendi glue. I don't know what it was, who designer made it, but I don't know. Shorty gets out, she comes out of her house, little girl, little thing, and the girl is still talking to her. Yeah, bitch, I'm here now. What the what? I told you on site, right? The little girl didn't take, she didn't say two words. She grabbed the big girl by the hair and dragged her. And I mean, and put the beats on her. And the crazy thing was, the girl, she's still talking. She's getting her ass whooped, getting dragged, and still talking. And it's like, that computer, it's got everybody twisted. You on the phone or whatever, because you can talk, you type that shit in, yeah, bitch. But now it's real. You getting beat down, you getting dealt with, and she's still talking. And her girlfriend's in the car. Oh, she's fucking, that's fucked up. She owes you a sweatsuit. She's dragging, don't let her drag you. I'm like, I don't think if she had the ability to, you know what I'm saying? Don't let her drag you. Okay, that sounds good. But yeah, she's still talking and getting her ass whooped. So if gonna sell wolf tickets on the computer, whatever, know how to fight. If you're on your way to fight, learn how to fight. You know what I'm saying? You should know how to fight, I should say. My aunts and them, man, grandma, mama, would Doris, my aunt Doris and Dolores, my mother would go out to fight. Mama would have the Vaseline ready for them, give them pepper. It was like a military operation, yeah, because they was like, not from the streets, but shit, they fought. You understand what I'm saying? So we didn't have any of this. the technology and all this other stuff, selling wolf tickets and whatnot. Nah, you had to, show and prove. You had to fight. That's just as simple as it was. I'm from Brooklyn. I'm a little guy coming in. I see my aunts and them. They out scrapping. I go in the kitchen. Mama got pepper. My aunts got the Vaseline on their face and stuff like that. It wasn't selling no wolf tickets on their way to, this girl and she's a tall, big girl, beautiful sweatsuit. That shit is like, the sweatsuit is ruined now. She's fucked up. But yeah, you're gonna go fight. Know how to fight. And other thing, I got some notes here, and I was looking about how like if you ever for us guys, date uh your man's sister, right? That looks just like him. That shit is kind of awkward because you're kissing her and then you see him. You know what I'm saying? It's like I had that happen like twice, and it was like the girl's like, "What's wrong? Why you not really trying to get like romantic? Trying to like I'm looking at you because you look so much like Troy. Yeah, that's my brother." She wasn't really understanding what I'm saying. It's like, yo, it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wrote that shit down. Then it's like, you know, um, Michael Jackson always complained, right, that he didn't have a childhood. And I don't know. Michael, I think he had a great childhood from what I saw. I mean, maybe he was, what else did he want to do? What is he talking about? I never got that. Like little Stevie Wonder, you know, I think he had it worse than Michael. He never complained. He never said nothing about he didn't have a childhood or whatever. But I guess I was listening today. I wish that song and the songs in the key of life. What? Phew, some heavy stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. Just brush over that real quick. And I always say with social media, don't judge a book by its cover, which was what we always do. And how rich parents always talking about how good their kids are doing. The rich, multi-rich Trump and his sons and everybody, they're doing good. Ivanka, she's making strides and stuff. But you're bragging and Puffy, his kids, they're proud of their kids. Listen, they got a silver spoon. You see what I'm saying? It's privilege. How are your kids not doing good? So I never got that. But yeah, I'm not going to stay on here too long because I have another show to do. Not tonight, but I'm involved with my partner, Money Marv, and we're having a ball. We have big fun on our platform. Give it up. Uh, Give it up. We do. I will show you pictures here, and I want to give it a little teaser for myself a little bit because I did play football, and I wasn't going to do it tonight, but I said, you know what? Because I'm going to talk about it at a later time, and that's me. I was all city uh, D1 material. I won the scoring title in my junior year. And I went to Bayside High School. Give it up for Bayside. And with our mayor, Eric Adams. Eric was there. Miss Adams was there. And I think I was a few years ahead of him. And but I think we were there at the same time. I'm pretty certain. And that's me on the televised game. Marv Albert called the game. And for the quarterfinals, I scored 3 touchdowns, 2 extra points. And you had Kai Davidson. Kai played with the Jets. I grew up with Kai. And I actually got him involved with football. And yeah, he actually sent me those articles. Imagine that those articles go back almost 50 years. Can you imagine that? Give me a round of applause. I'm still holding it down for 50 years and still, still here, man. Still standing. And that's all God. I put God first and foremost, no doubt about that. But yeah, that's a little teaser there. I'm going to actually have more clips and be more elaborate. I have a book, actually memoirs. It's called The Ball Still on the 9 Yard Line. Basically, it's about just maintain your focus, never let things get too your highs too high and your lows too lows. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Know who you are to some extent. When you're young, you don't know that, but people hype you up and amp you up if you have any kind of talent, any type of skill, and you know what I'm saying. They get you twisted. If things start to fall off a little bit, then you see who people are. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the title is called "The Ball Is Still on the 9 Yard Line." Uh, incident happened. Coughed the ball up on a 9 yard line. They blamed me. We lost the game. They blamed me for the game and for losing the game. Now got 11 guys out there, but I'm the goat. I'm the goat because we didn't win. We win, and then I'm the hero, and then it's a different story. So the ball is still on the 9 because, in my eyes, things never change. I see how people are, who people are, and that's basically what it is. You have to, uh, you know, be wise, even when you're young. You have to judge people. You have to look and see what's what. If you have that ability to do, you ask God, you put that in prayer, and it'll come to you. But that's where it's at, and it's interesting. It's interesting because it's my piece. Number one, I'm trying to make it interesting for somebody who hears it. I'm not going to write it, pen it. I'm actually going to do like a Kindle. See if if it sounds good in my voice, where giving my feelings and emotions. This is experimental type thing. So I'm interested to it's hard wrapping it up and trying to put it all in context, man, because so many different things that as far as like I had my phase where I went through drugs, smoking cocaine, smoking bass, and sniffing coke and stuff like that. But and then going through that, actually I tell you the truth, I smoked cigarettes. Leaving cocaine and leaving crack was easier than quitting cigarettes. Stop smoking cigarettes. It was for me. Smoking them cigarettes, man. That shit was that menthol. That shit is lethal, man. But yeah, this other little thing here, and I want to see how this stuff looks as well. This is me. I played basketball. I went to Parsons Junior High School. I got to send this to my buddy up there, Andy Agago. This is me right here. I think that's me. Huh? Yeah, that is me. But yeah, we had a decent squad too. But yeah, and somebody had sent me that picture there. Played a little basketball and stuff like that. But yeah, and it's interesting. Yeah, so Saturday. This is what I. Okay, here it is. That's the Money Mall. That's the Saturday night social. It's the Money Marv and G Money Show. It's sad. We call it the Saturday Night Social because we do, we engage. We have a lot of interesting topics we cover and we explore and stuff. And check it out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's the Saturday Night Social, Money Marv and G Money Show, and hey, even if you don't come in on Saturday, you can still catch us on the back end. Go on my profile. I send out invites on Facebook. I have 5,000 friends on one profile and close to three on others. So I try to send out to as many people, you're only going to get depends. I don't have a great following or anything like that. I was never really into the social media status and stuff like that, the followers and the likes and the views and all that other stuff. Don't really get too caught up in that. I just my interest is content, to put out good content, to be informative as much as possible. Like I said, a lot of stuff I didn't learn when I was in school about the cowboys and the inventors and engineers, African American black engineers. I didn't had no clue. I only thought, our contribution was basketball, was entertainment and stuff like that. We were slaves, and I didn't think that we did anything yet. And this was boggling for me, mind blowing, to see black cowboys, to see Stagecoach Mary with her contributions with the Postal Service, and Bass Reeves, United States Marshal, back in the 1800s, right around slavery. And so these brothers, Thomas L. Jennings, the first patent, and then Harriet Tubman, Bethune Cookman, Marcus Garvey. Just the greatness just goes on and on and on. And these brothers and sisters, man, were going through only trials and tribulations that I can only fathom. I can't really imagine, like, really to put myself in their place and to say what I would, because you don't know, you know, getting beat, getting whipped. They just fucked with us, man, for no reason, for whatever. A lot of people, I remember I was a kid, and this white man said, was working for, he said, "Oh, why do you have a chip on you?" And I didn't understand it myself, but I just knew, shit wasn't right or whatever. And, because I was good in athletics, I got like a pass. They respected you, and treated you a certain kind of way because, you were an athlete, that kind of thing. But they still fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So, they saw, well, why am I angry? Because it's not angry. It's just unconscious, and that's what it is. And hey, you just want to get treated a certain way with respect. I've seen a lot of brothers and sisters, man, get abused, taken advantage of. And they don't think that we're really on point. A lot of times that we're stupid, we're dumb, or whatever. And we always got to prove yourself. So, hey, um, do what you can do. Keep your head, stay focused. I was gonna say keep your head in the game, right? You do. I got a friend, is a football coach, head football coach over at Jamaica High School, and he always says, "Be a student of the game. Whatever it is, you're involved with, study it. Be a student of the game." I always liked that, and I appreciated that what he said, and because it's real, it applies. That's Coach Whitfield, and I'm gonna thank you for your time. And like I said, we get our views. I get my stuff on the back end, or whatever. I like to look and see how it came out, and then I'm a comedian. I do stand up, and so I study. I like to take it and see little tidbits of where I can use a certain bit or something like that, and test some stuff out and see how it looks to me. If that feels good to me, if it's funny to me, and then I take it and then and apply it, that kind of thing. So I had some tremendous guests, and I stopped. I held back on the guests. Uh, I will start up again. I have some shows in mind, lined up, but with Money Marv, we doing our thing, and it's. I don't think we're gonna have guests. I might ask him about that. I got some stuff, or somebody might fit in with us because we got good chemistry now, and then bring somebody in or whatever who has got an interesting story, and then Marv is a terrific interviewer too because he's straight up, he's real. He's a type of individual. He's not going to just say something just to say it. He's going to let you know what it is from his perspective and keep it gully, as they say in the streets. He keeps it real, keeps it a buck. So it's Money Marv, the Marvelous One, and myself, Saturday at 8 o'clock, from 8 to, supposed to go from 9:30. But the first couple of times we kicked it off, it was wow. We went like uh damn near 3 hours. I see somebody. Hey Karen, peace to you, Karen. Karen. You know what I wanted to ask you too. Uh, I didn't get a chance. How was that concert that you were at that time that you were there with your grandkids? But we'll talk about that, I guess, another time because I'm getting ready to sign off now. I did Black Cowboys and stuff like that. Karen's out in uh, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, with the Cheeseheads. Let's see what it is. My shit is freezing up now. No doubt. Yeah, so, but I'm going to sign off. The kids did a great job. Good. That's what's up. It's good to see you, Cam. Hope to see you Saturday. We we had fun last Saturday. Shit was crazy. I was telling everybody we got the 8 o'clock Saturday night, the 18th. And if you have loved ones, tell them you love them, right? Go Packers. Yeah, right. Huh. You dumped. You dumped Aaron. I like Aaron. I like Aaron Rodgers, but you know what? 4 plays and he's laid up. They gave him like $200 million, man. What was that about, huh? But hey, you just don't know. I mean, he's great, no question about it. Hall of Fame. He'll go on the first vote for sure. And yeah, Packers is always a good organization. They're solid. It's no question about that. But hopefully, Aaron will to get it together, man. He'll it's healthy. I love to see it because it was exciting. I was telling about our Knicks here. I'm all excited. I used to be a real Knicks fan back in the day. When we won the championship in 69, 70, then 72, 73. I think it's 72, but definitely 73. And, the Busher, Bradley, Earl the Pearl, Clyde, Reed, Dave Stallworth, Dick Barnett, Jerry Lucas. It's like, you got a team when you could almost name everybody on the team. These Knicks now I know them now. Go Knicks. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, yeah, for sure, Karen. You know, jumping on the bandwagon. I already let everybody know, like, I'm a fair weather fan now, because you know what? I can't do the Spike Lee go through a season. He's been frustrated. I used to see the Knicks won like 3 or 4 games a season, and Spike's still there with the looking like with the orange and shit. Listen, God bless him. That's his lane, his flavor. He dresses up, and at least he doesn't paint his face. What's up with the Packers fan, the cheeseheads? They're out there. It's 17 below, and they have no shirt on, and they are painted up. They got the war paint on, and they still do the tailgating. But that's when you're really fans, and that's when you're really, really drunk. You can do that. You know, I used to get tanked, polluted, and just take my clothes off wherever. Drunk as a skunk and just fucked up, high as a kite, higher than a giraffe's ass, like they say. That's funny. Body heat. Yeah, body heat, and a lot of medication. Yeah, so yeah, they high as they could be. But yeah, so because you know I had a girl so jealous, right? She's like, I like somebody's status. She want to know, like, yo, daddy, why you like that bitch? I'm like, first of all, why are you calling her a bitch? I like a status because I like, yeah, beer, but you know what? I like a status. I can't just like a status. There's got to be something more to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking her because I like her status. Nah. I want to ask too if you phone sex, is that cheating? Or sexting, is that cheating? Right? Like my game now is mental. Right? I like to do the mental, like undress a female and make love to her mentally. Uh, is that cheating? You know what I'm saying? If I see a female and I break it down mentally, I get with her. We make passionate, but she don't really know. But you know what? Do they know? Like if I look and I say, damn, you know what I'm saying? I take it to that level where it's like, I break it down, sexually, is that cheating? And I got my girl home or whatever, but I just made to a love to a female on the street, or on the park or wherever, mentally. Is that cheating? I don't know. My mind, I tell you. Uh yeah, so I'm gonna wrap it up. What else? Big Daddy and J. Cole. He said J. Cole is the greatest lyricist, so paranoid every time. Oh, yes. Yes. If you hit your phone, nah, Karen, nah, stop it. Stop it. If you hide your phone, uh, oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. If you can't break it down, if you can't let her or him see what you're saying to this person, uh, you're flirting, you trying to get with Shorty, that, yeah, I can see what, yeah. But I mean, if you just straight up like sexing, just to get your shit off or whatever, that can be kind of like considered cheating. Yeah, I see that. You know, yeah, that's like a violation. You know, yeah, I had wrote something. I said so paranoid. I should be so paranoid, like the Jehovah Witness, right? They come early in the morning in New York. I don't know how they do in Wisconsin or throughout the different states and stuff, but I used to like with the cocaine. I'd be up for a few days, and I all of a sudden like 7:30, 8 o'clock, mighty bang knocking, ringing the bell and shit. And you know how much cocaine I have flushed down the toilet from the Jehovah Witness, huh? They lost me a lot of money. Then they want, a donation. You just cost me several $1,000s. They didn't know that though. But yeah, I wrote that down. I said, is that funny? The witness cost me a lot of money in the drug, yeah, in drugs. Uh, what else do I got? And test out. Beige Reeves, I did that. The Civil War roast. Yeah, I'm thinking about like how they roasted Tom Brady, and it was corny. These roasts. I'm old school, so Dean Martin. I used to like this Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, those real roasts, Don Rickles and Red Fox and Simi, that kind of thing. Those are roasts to me. I mean, because that's where I'm from. I'm not with these roasts are mean spirit. The shit that they say, it's like it's not really even funny. It's embarrassing. And Brady's kids didn't like it. His wife, his ex-wife. Now if the ex didn't like the fact that he was getting beat up and humiliated, with words and stuff like that. The good old days, yes, Karen, most definitely, yeah. But and the thing is that because it was class, we had a lot of when you see like Joan Rivers, she was elegant. She her style type thing. She was funny too, and But yeah, the good old days. So that's where then you had my music back in the days. I'm from the 70s, 60s, 70s. We had the Motown era, even the rap, you know, Cool Mo D, Big Daddy, and the list goes on and on. It's endless. But the thing is, it's just that this generation, they're lacking. I can't blame them. Not 100%. It's, you know, they really, I got the short end of the stick, you know, pretty much. But I'm not going to get on my soapbox. Yeah, we were kids. We had a chance to be kids. You're right, Karen. 100%. Karen says we were kids. She said the good old days. I asked a question about the beer. She says beer about you know, the cheating and stuff like that. She said, yeah, if you hide your phone. Yeah, Karen, we were kids. That's Karen right there. Behind your phone, show some of her posts and stuff. But yeah, we were kids, and we had a chance to be kids. And yeah, these kids can't even come outside. And now a lot of these school stabbings, they don't fight. You know, players making they don't fight anymore. They don't know how to fight, so they'll shoot you, they'll stab you. You know, and I see these dudes, these kids now, these boys jumping on girls. You know, 3 and 4 guys beating a female. You know, listen, female, she got a loud mouth. She's a female. You know what I'm saying? So she's going, you know, riff off and talk about whatever because you know what, that's what a lot of you know females do. Guys, we do it too. We're loud. Sometimes you might be in a conversation like an argument with somebody and they just get loud. You know, say, yo, man, because you loud, that shit don't make you right. You know, can you just tone it down and then let's have a conversation? Oh, fuck is you trying to say? Conversation, motherfucker, huh? Well, you know what? So leave that alone. If you get it like that, if somebody's, you know, you can't really talk to them, you know that's it. Just end the conversation and bounce. You know, just like you know, hey man, all right. Oh, I see what you said. Oh, well, this is some psychological shit you trying to play on. You know, some fights, some arguments, you just not gonna win. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? But anyway, enough of that. Uh, Thank you for your time, and I just want to leave you with this. Uh, Stay positive, stay strong, stay up. You can't be in the wrong if you're doing the right thing. And if you got somebody, a loved one, tell them you love them, hug them, let them know, call them, you know, and do the right thing. And persistence always overcomes resistance. Remember that. Stay strong. Stay in the faith. Right. Keep God first and foremost. The Most High Jehovah God. And I see you Saturday night, 8 p.m. That's on Facebook. That's the Money Mob and G Money show. Okay, Money Mob and G Money. God bless you. Good night. Hey. All right, Karen.